We have a good one today. They're all good. But today is especially juicy because you've been told that if you want to have a feminine business, that you need to lean into ease, that it should be easy, that you should just be able to manifest it. And you've probably even heard me say, let it be easy, or it can be easy, or things like effortless success or effortless sales. But after my last three client conversations, it is so abundantly clear that there is a kink in the understanding of what that actually looks like, and it's not the good kind. Waiting for things to feel in flow before you really commit or before you really go all in on you or your vision, that is the thing that keeps people stuck in this stop, start, stop, start, stop, start kind of cycle and not experiencing the growth that you see for yourself, the growth that you see in your vision. And if you're new here, I'm Astrid. I have forgotten to introduce myself in the last three or four videos. So on this channel, we weave energy and strategy so that witches like you can use your power and your magnetism and your feminine essence to blow up in your business. And the message today is that ease is not the absence of effort, okay? It's the result of obsession. And the feminine's not just like this cushy, leaned back all the time kind of energy. She is fierce as fuck. And you don't just get effortless success by doing less. You get it by doing so much of what you love that it becomes second nature. So the people who look like they're moving effortlessly now, they already put in the work to make that possible. And so when you hear me say, let it be easy, or, grow your business effortlessly, or scale your business effortlessly, or whatever you've ever heard me say about effortless and ease, this is what I mean. Okay. The first conversation that I had with my client was around, I was just asking her, like, what's going on? What's on your mind right now? And she was saying, I'm still struggling with this belief that like it has to be hard, and that it has to be hard work. It wasn't just hard. It does not have to be hard. It gets to be easy. But struggling with this limiting belief that it has to be hard work. And this client is new, right? Still has a 9 to 5, has built an app, and is now bringing people in through her app. And it's not just like as easy as just posting content and like your piece of general content blows up, on an Instagram post, a static post that's not that's not all the work that is required, right? And so, thinking that success should be effortless from the start is what's actually holding people back. She also has this urge in her that she should be doing more. And misdiagnosing that urge as, oh, it's not supposed to be hard work. Baby, you are allowed to work hard. In fact, if you do not work hard, good luck. Good luck. It's just how you're defining hard. What is hard? Because creating content isn't hard. These are mental things, and it can be hard to access your gift if you're not used to accessing it. If you're not used to making different connections and seeing things from different angles from your clients or your audience or your members or your customers' point of view, If you're not used to that, then your brain is going to tell you that this thing is hard. And it's not. You actually just get to practice using your gift. Okay. About a year ago was the last time I ever called something hard. I was creating a master class and I'd been putting together slides for like 3 years at that point. And every time I went to create slides for something, my brain would just kind of freeze up about it. And some of that has to do with having a hidden agenda and needing to be liked and the good girl conditioning and really wanting to manipulate people's view of me and all of these types of hidden agendas that are going on. And also really feeling like I needed, whatever it was that I was doing to give me a certain result so that I could feel like a good little girl, right? Or so that I can make money. Because if I do it wrong, then my reputation is ruined, and then all these people think that I don't know what I'm doing, right? These are all hidden agendas. So that's on one side of it. But also, when I wasn't seeing that, when I reminded myself that this procrastination was because I was thinking it had to be hard. And I asked myself, what would be easy? Like, what would just make this feel easy? I ditched the slides. I wrote a few bullet points of what I wanted to say. I chose that on the class, I would just drop into flow, let the bullet points guide me. And even if I didn't drop into flow, that it was still going to be easy for me because I am the woman who experiences ease. And I'm fucking obsessed with what I do and talking about it. And I just started promoting the class, and it was one of the best classes ever. But that's because ease is the gift of doing the work. Flow is a gift of starting. Like runners don't get a runner's high until after they put the shoes on, lace them bitches up, and start running for a long time. Okay? So I want you to reframe that work or even hard work is a privilege. It's not a punishment. It is such a fucking privilege that you get to use your mind to bring things to life in this world and get paid for it. Tell me how that's a punishment. It's not, okay? It's a privilege, not a punishment. Hard work, doing the work, all the work is a privilege, not a punishment. Okay. So, even when people accept that the work is actually required, they can still misunderstand what ease actually means. Okay, so the second client that I talked to, this conversation come up, and I'm telling you, this is all in a matter of 2 days. Okay, every conversation. The second client she brought up the fact that she still doesn't really resonate with the fact that it gets to be easy for her. And she's already done the work. Okay. She like the hard work. She's built a successful multiple six-figure business and she's done the work, but it still feels like she can't get that ease, right? And so she wasn't resonating with any time I said that it gets to be easy or it's effortless or any of that stuff. Okay. And so the reframe for her is that ease doesn't mean no effort. It means that you trust that the work you're doing creates results and you don't question it. So you actually just get to be in the joy of the work, that doing the work is easy for you. Because I know for a fact that the hard work that she does is way easier for her than not doing it. Doesn't mean no effort. Okay. Because I'm obsessed with the work that I do and actually really, really, really love it, all I have to do is talk about the things. And it became so easy as talking about all the things because of the obsession with being in the creative flow and doing the work to understand exactly who I am, exactly who my person is, exactly what they're going through, exactly what they're not seeing, and being obsessed with turning on the lights. That is the easiest thing you will ever do. Easiest thing in the world is being obsessed with what you do. You just have to put in the work to be really good at your obsession. Okay? Be obsessed with the journey, not the destination. So if you're running around all day just doing the things because you think that you have to do those things so that your business doesn't fall apart or so that you can reach your goals, hopefully maybe one day it will give you a certain end result, then no, it's not going to feel easy. It's going to feel like shit and it's going to feel hard. We have this amazing mechanism where we can actually reframe our experience and we can decide how we want to experience ourselves, how we want to experience the thing that we are literally doing or not doing. It's called perception and it is magic. Your perception is everything. Everything. So we get to decide how we want to experience ourselves and give ourselves the experience of letting what like content be easy, letting making your workbooks be easy, letting sales be easy. And it's not just a mindset thing, it's a full body, fuck yes, expression of your art. And knowing that you are the only one who decides if your efforts are going to be thoroughly rewarded or not. And at the same time, that the work is the reward in itself. When the work is the reward, then the reward, the payoff is so much greater because you don't have to hustle for every penny. You're literally just doing what you love. There's no hidden agenda behind it. There's no like needing to prove yourself because you're just fucking doing what you love. And then here's where people really get stuck because they think that ease means they don't have to show up at all, which brings us to our third conversation. And this conversation was about this client assuming that she could not post and still make sales, but then didn't post and didn't make sales. And this client particularly is in a deeply feminine paradigm, works with feminine energy and feminine ease and manifestation. And so this idea that if I don't want to show up, I should be able to just manifest it comes up a lot. And I want to make it clear that being in your feminine is not the same thing as waiting for things to fall in your lap. Okay. Especially when you have assumptions that if you don't post the thing, then you're not going to make sales. But then try and bypass it with manifestation and then be disappointed that it didn't happen. That is an ugly trap. Ugly trap to get stuck in. And so many people are doing this, just walking around in the state of disappointment, full on fucking disappointment, and wonder why things are not just clicking. Okay, because your assumptions matter. And if sales or no sales makes you feel disappointed, that tells you a lot about the assumptions that you're going to be let down no matter what, that you're going to feel let down no matter what, that you're going to be disappointed if you have to make the content. You're going to be disappointed if you don't make the content and then don't make sales. So, what if you were appointed and you actually knew that making content was fucking amazing for you? What if unleashing your soul work was fun and easy for you and the most natural thing in the world? This is what happens when you appoint yourself, when you dub yourself as the motherfucking one who decides and allows herself to slip her happy little ass into creative flow. This becomes a lot easier when you make the kinds of systems that do the work for you. The kinds of things that you do once, you make it once, and you allow it to compound. Compound. I was compact or compound? Compound. You allow it to compound so that you don't have to force every single sale that comes through. Systems are very helpful for this, and systems are the most feminine way to be in business. The successful business owner, the six-figure, multi-six-figure, seven-figure business owner has a radically different idea of what's hard and a wildly different set of non-negotiables than the version of you who is debating whether or not to show up or whether to unleash, or that thinks unleashing the unleashing part of unleashing your soul work is hard, who thinks that ease just means chilling on the beach. People who think that ease means they don't have to show up at all, like, let's just straight up be real. If you're not totally fucking obsessed with what you do and doing the work to bring it to life, why have the vision? Why? It's probably because your focus and attention and intention has been moved to some outside thing like money or status or to prove your worth or to prove that magic is real or whatever else it is. And as long as money or status or worth is the reason that you're moving, it's going to feel like hard work and it will, in fact, be hard. Ease comes when you move from obsession and not obligation. That happens when you shift your focus from out there to back, back to me. What actually feels really easy, or what would make this thing that I am resistant to doing or seeing as easy, what would make this thing easy? Okay. So, how do you actually reach the obsession point? I talked about this a tiny bit around being obsessed with my own work and putting in the work to know exactly who I am and who my people are and how to talk to my people and spending years and years and years learning all the stuffs. Number one is you understand what it is that you do that no one else can do. Okay. This is especially true of business, but even outside of business, you understanding who you are. Know thyself is one of the most across the board spiritual fucking truths or laws or lessons that there is. You got to know who you are. And you can't be looking out there to tell you who you are. You fucking decide. No one is coming to place a crown on your head. You got to put that bitch on, like that Rihanna gif, the black and white one where she's putting on the crown. That's you. That's you right now. And every single time that you forget that you decide, okay? And knowing who you are and unleashing your most unhinged, most unapologetic self-expression. Okay? Stop trying to dampen that shit out. Stop trying to dumb it down for people who are never gonna fucking get it, right? Like, you don't have to do that. I promise if you would just start saying the shit that you want to say, you'd have a lot more fun in your life. Things would be a lot easier if you were not trying to manage how everybody is perceiving you, but instead you managed only how you're perceiving you. Okay. Number three is to then match your genius with the exact person that it's made for and only ever talk to them. Only ever have that conversation. And if somebody comes in and they're like, you're wrong, you don't know what you're talking about, or da da da, whatever, or like, whatever, they try to make you the bad guy. Like, I'm clearly not fucking talking to you. What? What are you talking about? Crazy lady. When you know who you're speaking to, those people, you don't have to manage their expectations of you because you don't give a fuck. There's 8 billion people in the world. They have their people, but here they are spending time critiquing you for why? Why? Get a life. You're only talking to your ideal clients, your customers, your members, whoever it is that you're speaking to in your business is the only fucking person you're speaking to. You know who you are, you know who they are. And that's all that matters. And when you're doing that, and you're not only unleashing your most unapologetic self-expression, you're also matching that with the exact person that it's made for. Boom, magic. Magic. Okay. You can make success feel effortless, but only after you've done the work to set yourself up for it. If you're expecting ease before effort, you're playing yourself. Just admit it. And it feels like you're playing yourself too, right? It feels fake. Just like the second conversation I was talking about. It didn't feel real to her because she was expecting ease before effort and not seeing that she already fucking put the effort in and she can allow the effort to be fucking easy. Some of this stuff can feel like a paradox, but once you're in it, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay? Because hard work is good. It feels good. Don't you feel better when you're unleashing, when you're in your creative flow? And you get in that flow by unleashing. And the more you unleash, the more there is to unleash. Again, flow is the gift. It doesn't come first. And flow can also come through things that are totally unrelated to your business, like working out or taking a shower or doing the dishes. That's how it usually comes on for me, is by completely getting in my body or completely turning off the little chitter chatter in my brain. That's how it doesn't just work for me. That's literally how flow works. So, bottom line, okay, let's start thinking about ease from a different frame. And if you want my help with this, DM me on Instagram or come join us inside the Rich Witch Society because this is just one life-changing reframe of many that end up coming through our conversations. Just like all three of these clients had ideas about ease that were slowing them down, but didn't even know until we were in our call. Like they've just been running around with it, just chilling, thinking that they know what to do with this. They're thinking that, oh, it's a limiting belief that I have to overcome. They're focused on trying to fix the thing, fix the idea that they think they shouldn't have to work at all. When you see these things, we shine the light of consciousness onto the things that are hiding in the shadows, you literally collapse time. Any one of these clients could have went another 5 months or 5 fucking years with this story running them, creating resistance for them, slowing them down, making them feel like they were doing something wrong, and literally tainting every word and every action with insecurity and destroying their magnetism. When you're able to collapse time inside yourself like this, you do it outside too. And you become magnetic to the things that you're calling in, your success, your dream clients, your partner, everything. And I would absolutely love to support you in this more. So make sure you check the description or the pinned comment and come connect with me either on Instagram or inside the Rich Witch Society. And also in the comments, let me know your favorite takeaway from this video today and say whatever you want, say whatever's coming up for you. And make sure that you like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you on the next video.